Here we have the function x to the third divided by 5 times the square root of x plus 3, and we want to find the derivative using the quotient rule. And so the derivative, this is going to be g of x. G of x is the bottom, and then f of x is the top. And this will be times the derivative of x to the third, and minus x to the third, and times the derivative of the 5x, of the 5 times the square root of x plus 3. And then all of this dividing by 5 times the square root of x plus 3, and then square. And the derivative for x to the third is going to be just 3x squared. And then we need to find the derivative for 5 times the square root of x plus 3. So we have the derivative of 5 times the square root of x plus 3. And so let's rewrite this. The square root of x is the same as x to the 1/2. And for the derivative of 5x to the 1/2, we just use the power rule. And so this is 5 times x to the 1/2, and we want the derivative, we just do 5 times the derivative of x to the 1/2. And derivative of x to the 1/2, using the power rule, it'd be 1/2 times x. So we bring the exponent to the front, and then it'll be exponent minus 1. So 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. And then the derivative of the constant 3 is just 0. And so here we get 5/2, and then we get x to the negative 1/2. And so the derivative of 5 times the square root of x plus 3 is 5/2 times x to the negative 1/2. And then we can simplify a little bit, or we can just leave it like this. Here we have the function h of x, of cosine of x, dividing by x squared. And we want to use the quotient rule to find the derivative for h of x. And so using the quotient rule is going to be the g of x. So f of x is the cosine of x, and g of x is the x squared. So the x squared, and then times the derivative of the cosine of x, and then minus cosine of x, and times the derivative of the x squared. And then dividing by g of x squared, so it's going to be x squared and squared. The derivative of cosine of x is negative sine of x. And derivative of x squared is just 2x. And then we can simplify this a little bit. Positive times negative, so we get negative. And then the 2x, we normally put them in front of the cosine. And then x squared is x to the 4th. Here we have the function y minus 4 divided by x, and then divide the whole thing divided by x squared minus 4. And we're going to find the derivative of this quotient here. And so first, let's rewrite this a little bit. This is the same as 4 times x to the negative 1. And so now we can find the derivative using the quotient rule. And so the top here is f of x, and then the bottom here is g of x. And so it's going to be g of x, and then times the derivative of the f of x. And then minus the f of x, and times the derivative of g of x, which is the x squared minus 4. And then dividing by g of x squared. And so let's do the derivative of this first. So we need the derivative 5 times 5 minus 4x to the negative 1. Derivative of the constant 5 is 0, and then we get minus 4. So this is minus 4 times x to the negative 1. So the derivative might be minus 4 times the derivative of x to the negative 1. And here we just use the power rule, and it's going to be negative 1 times. So remember the power rule, you put the negative 1 in front of the x, and then subtract 1 from the exponent. So negative 1 minus 1 will be negative 2. And this is negative times negative, so we just get 4x to the negative 2. And so this part right here, the derivative of 5 minus 4x to the negative 1 is 4x to the negative 2. So right here we have 4x to the negative 2. And then the derivative for x squared is 2x. And then derivative of x squared is 2x, and derivative of the constant 4 is 0, and so we just get 2x. And then we can simplify a little bit. 2x.